This isn't going to be your normal car journalist review where they take the car for half a day, return it, really only tell you the good things about it. So I've already paid Audi the money, guys. I'm here to give you a real genuine review of what it's like. You'd want to stay tuned to the end. Some of the things we're going to be looking through are what it's like from a comfort and styling perspective. So obviously we spent quite a lot of time inside the car now. A couple of you guys were asking what it's like, what the 35 TFSI engine's like, so we'll cover the performance and the efficiency aspects. And then you'd want to stay tuned to the end where we're going to cover off an honest review of the 5 things we like about the car and the 5 things that we not necessarily all dislike. I don't want this video to come across, guys, as we dislike the car. We really love it. It's just kind of trying to be honest, and for any prospective buyers or current buyers out there, just sharing our experience of the car so far. So yep, stay tuned to the end and let's jump into the first one. From a styling perspective, we've obviously got, it's a brand new shape, so it's the, I think it's the 8Y now, but basically it's the brand new shape. It's the first time they've updated it in I think almost 8 years. So brand new interior, brand new-ish exterior, so a lot more aggressive. You've got obviously the fake vents. I know a lot of people aren't fans of these, but guys, who cares? It looks sporty, it looks aggressive, it's always good. Coming around to the front, you've got the honeycomb grille, so I'm really happy that they've started giving these as standard now. On the older A3s, it obviously wasn't the honeycomb design, and you usually would have to pay about £200 to £300 to get aftermarket grills if you wanted to do that. So big thumbs up from me. Looks sporty, aggressive. You guys know I drive a Supra. Sports and aggression's where I'm from. That's what I love. So big thumbs up on that side. You've got some more fake vents. So I think there's probably more fake vents on the car than real vents. But hey, that's other people have spoken about that, so we won't get into that. You've got these new style of headlights. The previous ones were kind of like just straight line. This has got like a teardrop, but also not curved at the same time. Again, sharp, aggressive. Everything about the car is actually sharp and aggressive. To give you a much better aspect, if you get lower down, you'll see here as the body lines are coming, it actually bowls in and then back out. So very aggressive styling there. Again, guys, it just makes the car look sporty. If that's important to you, then this is a really good car to consider. And then again, from the styling perspective side of things, if you just come around here, like I said, it's a brand new interior as well as exterior. So you've got a brand new dashboard which actually wraps around you. It's slightly tilted towards the user, so very much a cockpit style of dashboard. So I wonder where they got that idea from, but yeah, to me, driving the Supra, jumping in this, it feels very nice. It's very driver centric. Flat bottom steering wheel, really like it. Feels really nice when you're pushing the car and having a bit of fun. But other than that, you can see it's very, again, it continues the sharp lines all the way around the car. So you've got sharp door panels and that kind of stuff. We've already covered off the Alcantara seating, but again, from a comfort perspective, guys, we sat in this for what was it, five and a half hours one way, and then again on the way back. Really comfortable. I thought if they're sporty seats, they might, start giving you a bit of a backache and that type of stuff after a while, but not once, to be honest. Really, really nice seats, and yeah, I think again from a legroom perspective, if you go around to the passenger side, quite a lot of legroom actually. So I think I touched on it in a previous video. I'm 5'8". I actually sat in this and had no problems for a long time, which, you know what, to be honest, it's not the biggest car in the world to look at, but it actually felt quite big while I was on the journey, so really good. And I know a lot of you have commented on the ride of the car, so some of you with Edition 1 have commented that the ride feels a bit rough. So it's obviously got low profile tyres. That's a trade-off between whether you want to go for 18-inch and go for a thicker tyre, or you go for the sportier look. Me personally, pretty much every car I've had has always had low profile tyres, so to me it's not that much of a change. Although, having said that, when we took it to the Lake District, the roads over there aren't the best. I can appreciate that you were feeling every little thing in the car, but to be honest, when we switched to comfort, it was a little bit better. So long journey is really good. If you're driving it on not so good roads, you're probably going to feel that. The next section we're going to look at on this review is the performance and efficiency perspective. So Again, a few of you have asked, what's it like driving the 1.5 or the 35 TFSI. It's a 1.5 litre turbo, 150 horsepower. Speed is something that's subjective, guys. It depends what you're used to. If you're used to driving 100 horsepower cars and you're going to go step into this, it's going to be amazing. It's going to change your world. It's going to have a turbocharger in there, paddle shifts, S-Tronic, goes through the gears nice and quick. If you drive something faster, so just to give you an indication, my Supra is running about 400 horsepower at the moment. It's going to feel okay. I'm by no means saying that it's slow. I have experienced and had fun in it. It's more about the things you're looking for. If you're looking for speed, then you're probably not going to get that from this. If you're looking for the fun aspect and that side of things, it's a really good car. Sometimes the lower power a car is, the more fun you can have in it. So again, when we took it up to the Lake District, we had quite a bit of fun using the paddle shifters, putting it in dynamic mode. I never even got close to the national speed limit, but trust me, on the bendy roads it was fun. Steering was really nice and responsive. The sports suspension felt good. You could literally feel every bend that you're going through. Then from the efficiency side of things, somebody actually commented earlier on today asking what the MPG is like. So when we took it on a full motorway journey, I think it was about 300 miles, we averaged 52 miles per gallon. So that was when Sunna was driving the car. When I was driving the car on the way back, it was about 47 odd miles per gallon, so pretty good. And to be honest, around town I've been pretty happy with it. If you drive with a heavy foot, you're going to get slightly lower mileage, but I've been driving an average between 30 to 35 miles per gallon without even trying hard, guys. Worth saying that is with it in efficiency mode. I've not tried any of the other modes. Right guys, so now we're on to the section of the video where we're going to tell you what the 5 things that we like about the car, before at the end telling you things that we don't like that much. So starting off, we've got the lane assist or lane change assist mirrors. So if you come around here, hopefully you can see that, but there will be a video coming out on this very soon. You've got a little indicator light embedded within the mirror that comes on as and when you're changing lanes on the motorway. It also indicates if something's coming up really fast behind you, and I think it's a really good function to have. Second thing that I think is a must is the panoramic roof. If you go back to one of our early videos when we went to see the car with Paul, he had a Sportback without the panoramic roof, and you'll see from here, if I just turn the interior lights on, that the seats obviously go right to the top. So you can see, like, there's literally that much room between the top of the seat. So the problem you've got is a black interior. There's not much light coming through it. If you're a passenger in the back seat, you can't see much. You literally have to either look through the middle, or that's it. That's literally it. You can only look through the middle. So it can get a bit claustrophobic, guys. One of the other things we also liked about the car, I've touched on it earlier, so I'm not going to go through it in detail, keep it nice and short, is obviously the sporty looks and the brand new interior that the car's got. Like I said, the previous shape it was around for about 8 years, so it's nice knowing that you've got a totally refreshed car. Looks completely different from the outside as well as the inside, and yeah, now when you drive past these slightly older shape A3s, you can really notice the difference. And then coming around the front again, guys, we've obviously got the matrix lights. What's really cool is when you switch your high beams on, if you have it in auto mode, literally nobody flashes you back in anger to tell you why the hell have you got your beams on. The car actually like switches. There's like 15 bulbs in here. It switches them off one by one based on where it's seeing the light. It knows what to cut out. So again, there's a future video that we're working on at the moment that will go into this in a bit more detail. The last thing about the car is the driving assist features that it comes with. So one of the standard ones on the car is a lane departure warning. So again, you've guessed it, there's going to be a separate video on it, but essentially what it allows you to do is, if the car feels that you're verging off when you're on the freeway, highway, motorway, whatever you want to call it, if it feels you're changing lanes, it will actually kick in and pull you back in lane. So a very slight adjustment, but again, we'll show you the scenarios of where that works. So really good stuff about the car. And now let's move on to, I guess, the more genuine and real owner's review side of it. So the things we dislike about the car. So guys, you know what the list price on these are. They're north of £30,000. They're not exactly the cheapest thing in the world. Certain things when you're buying brand new cars, you expect it to work, right? You're not buying a second-hand one where you expect a few things to be wrong with it, but unfortunately there's been quite a lot of stuff that's been odd about the car. So the first thing that really winds me up is something we've had an issue with since day one. And no, it's not the electric seats, we'll get onto that, guys. So since day one we've had an issue with the handle on the car. Look, it just doesn't go back in, right? Do the same thing on the back door, completely flush, right? So that's been doing that since day one, guys. Not sure how that left Audi like that. One of the other things that we found a bit weird about the car was the rear seat belts. So I've obviously sat in modern cars, I've used them. When you sit in the passenger seat or the driver's seat and you've not got a belt on, you get that annoying ding noise that goes off all the time. In this car, you've obviously got it happening in the back as well, so I've not come across that before, but for whatever reason, guys, if you've put something in the back where you've got a passenger who's not wearing a belt, it's literally going to drive you berserk. And to make matters worse, there's a flashing light that comes up on the virtual cockpit as well. The third one's probably not minor, but something, well, probably is minor, sorry. But again, probably worth something showing is when you're driving, the cruise control stalk is very close to the indicator stalk, so sometimes you'll be wanting to change lane, but as you're driving, going along normally, you'll do that and you'll actually like knock the cruise control either higher by 5 or 10 miles per hour, which results in the car accelerating. Then I think it's worth touching on the third point. So these aren't in any particular order, guys, these are just off the top of our heads. The third point that we've found really frustrating with the car so far is the random warning lights. So I'm glad I'm not the only one, but I'm sad at the same time for that. A lot of you have reached out to me on Instagram and other means and let me know that you're getting warning lights and whether I've experienced the same. So I've had everything from parking sensor malfunction, I'm trying to think, I've had a full electrical malfunction, contact workshop. I think I've even had an engine malfunction, contact workshop. I've had a parking brake malfunction, really strange because I was parked on a steep hill and I'm pretty sure I would have known if my handbrake wasn't working because I'd probably be rolling back down the mountain. But these warning messages, they literally come up for about 3 seconds and disappear, and the wording's so obscure that it can really like worry you as a owner of the car. So like, for example, electrical malfunction, contact workshop, came up for 3 seconds, never seen it again after that. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to book it in with Audi? Their wait times are, for example, till December 31st at the moment. Like the door handle, we're getting that fixed in probably in about 2 months. But yeah, it's just, why has it got so many little electrical warnings and gremlins about it? I get that as a new shape car, there's always going to be these types of bugs, but from what I've seen, I'm not the only one, and it feels like a lot of owners out there having the same stuff. So yeah, but bit weird. I'm not sure what Audi's process is for quality control, obviously with the door handle, warning lights, that kind of stuff.
12 seconds later.
So if we just do... So that brings us on to the last one. Obviously, like many of you guys out there, I bought this car assuming it had electric seats in there. It obviously doesn't. There's a video up here that describes why that is and what's going on with it right now. So we're in contact with Audi over that. But basically, it's left a really sour taste in the mouth because it's not just me that's been misled. There's a lot of you guys out there, a lot of you guys watching this, a lot of you guys who's ordered your cars, a lot of you guys who are waiting for your cars to turn up. I don't know how that feels because at least while I was waiting for my car to turn up, I still thought it was coming with electric seats. But now you guys obviously know yours won't be coming with electric seats. But let's just see. Let's see what Audi comes back with, and hopefully it's something that can be retrofitted. Like I said at the start of the video, it doesn't mean I hate the car. It's just I'm frustrated that you've bought a premium brand. It's like buying an iPhone, guys. And then finding out that there's not a charger in the box. But yeah, I think Audi got a lot of answering to do. And then I think going on to, I know we've done 5, but hopefully if you stayed on this long, we'll throw in a bonus one for you guys, is the general experience with Audi so far. So I mentioned there briefly, it's left a sour taste in our mouth, but we're obviously excited. We've got a brand new car. We've been waiting for it for months. It's come, but they're so misleading of a certain thing. So fair enough on this one, it's got Alcantara seats, but like if you just buy the normal S line on the website, it calls it twin leather. And now unless you go and search for that, you won't know what twin leather is. It's actually synthetic and man-made. So on this outer bolsters is not real leather. That's fine, but going back to these misleading things that Audi are doing. So we talked about the electric seats. The wording's completely wrong. Check that video out, I'll explain it. A lot of you guys bought the, like we did, the optional wireless charging box. I think it was about £145. And a lot of you guys believed that this would allow you to have wireless CarPlay. Many of you who've had your cars delivered, if you're running on the older operating system, you won't have that wireless CarPlay. But it's that misleading aspect of you don't actually need this to have the wireless CarPlay. And I touched on the software issue there. That's something that's really off at the moment. If my car was built in September and there was a May 2020 software update, why wasn't it put on this? Why have you put October 2019 update on this? Now I'm sat here with a car that if I had an iPhone, I'd be really annoyed, because I'm sat here with a car that I can't use wireless CarPlay because you put the wrong software on it. That's what it's about, guys. It's about giving you guys that real look into what it's like to experience it. Hope you guys have actually found it useful and a bit eye-opening. Such a big company can get so many things wrong, like the quality control on the handle. How many times was that door handle opened at the factory, opened when it came to the showroom, opened when they do their 100-point check before it leaves and gets delivered to me? Every time I've opened that door handle, I've had problems with it, and it's going to take me, by the time I get it fixed, about 3 months. So yeah, lack of quality control, guys. Let us know down below, those of you who've got your cars, or those of you that are waiting on your cars, what are the things you like most about it? What are the things you dislike? Were there anything here that you found particularly shocking, or anything like that? But yeah, like I said, we do love the car. It's just that niggling sour taste in your mouth when you bought something brand new and you expect it to be good, and it's got quite a few fundamental flaws. So that's it for now. Stay tuned for the other feature videos that we're going to be filming, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks, guys.